Pause that. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Crotch shot. Okay. Boom. Right there.
Did she say that?
Boom.
Pause.
Oh,
Pause. Pause.
I'm a woman. I
No,
said
but
crotch shot.
I gotta
Oh,
stare at the
we're
steel. All's on steel.
We're
Anyways,
here.
Daily drip, the crowd's amazement. Knowledge streaming comes
To our daily drip show. This week, we take the current political chaos and sprinkle it with a little flavor. I'm Jim Jones, your balanced conservative voice cutting through the noise.
fresh off the mistake from the lake, with the kind of values that's built this country, kind of values that's really got us.
That sounds a little nostalgic, but we'll roll with it. Today, so we're going to dive into this week as the Trump Grand Comeback Tour. He's coming for everybody, but hey, spoiler alert, the world is already exhausted with the shenanigans.
They say exhausted, I say reinvigorated. We only 3 days in, and let's be honest, folks. Aren't you glad our leader was unapologetic about protecting what makes America strong? That's where I'm at with it. People, we need somebody with principles, and I think we finally got them back. 45, 47.
If you say so.
47.
So we're going to go into our first segment. This one's called Global Reaction. Our first stop is Australia. Turns out Trump's energy agenda has them sweating. Literally, they're out here like, do we keep pushing solar or just go full Mad Max and prep for the apocalypse?
Thank you, union member.
That's the day they realized she might have lost election. Oh, my bad. We already getting into the video.
Can't hear it though.
We can't hear. You better thank a producer who can hear. The sound, but
is no good for any country.
Here we go.
That's all I've got to say.
I'm very optimistic about it. I think it's the change that America needs, and I think it's good for America, and therefore it'll be good for us.
I work in US healthcare recruiting, so it's going to be a lot of private equity backers. Pretty happy about that.
Actually makes me feel really emotional in how he treats the world and people. I just feel sorry for wherever he's coming from, to be honest. He's obviously suffered some really deep trauma, and somebody needs to help him.
President-elect Donald
Trump.
That
at London got for him.
Thank you very much.
So what you got?
Yeah, I think they're starting to realize that traditional energy sources like coal and oil aren't just necessary, but they are reliable. Renewables are great in theory, but a strong economy runs on what works today, not just what might work tomorrow.
Meanwhile, in London, people are out here just giving interviews like, Trump again? Blimey, haven't we suffered enough? That's how they sound, right?
Right.
A better act.
They suffered through anything. Even the Queen had to kiss the ring. First Brexit, now this. Maybe it's time for some good old-fashioned trade deals with the U.S. Let's talk business, y'all.
I'm an American living in Germany. Donald Trump takes office today, and I want to know what people here think about it.
It's like energy is giving bad vibes. What he thinks of women, especially.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. Yeah, I feel like that as comparison to the other presidents, he will do the better job for the America.
Thing about TikTok, they banned it, and now he's like got it back. I really, really hope that the young generations are falling for it.
Well, honestly, I'm a little bit terrified what Trump has been saying about the war. I can't say I'm being optimistic.
He's had so many things against him and so many trials and complaints. I just don't understand how anybody who's done anything wrong can be put in charge of the most powerful countries in the world.
I'm an American living in Germany. Donald Trump takes office today.
So Germany, you see Berlin's reaction? That was one long
fire a little bit, didn't they? Yes, they a little upset because they just know Trump not playing by the same bureaucratic rules that they play by. Sometimes leadership means just cutting through the red tape and putting your nation's interests first.
That dude's face in the video was a total Karen at the service desk kind of vibes. They are not messing with Trump out there in Berlin. What's in your cup? So plain Dane, what you got in your cup?
What was in my cup was some vodka and some apple juice with a squidge of lemon. Squidge of lemon.
Just a squidge. Okay.
It was my
Today,
remix of the lemon drop. I call it the pineapple drop because they have the pineapple and the lemon in there. The pineapple drop.
pineapple. I am actually drinking on some drip. I got a little bit of coffee and some creamer. I made myself a nice homemade latte because this is late night drip. Very few Starbucks or coffee shops in general are open as late as it is. So that's why I made my own homemade coffee.
That's what I should have went with, honestly. My day started at 4 a.m. between the gym and everything else. I should have been on the same drip as you, rolling
Mm-mm.
that beautiful footage.
I'm very proud of you. But yeah, it seems like Germany is upset. They don't mess with him like that. So you got anything else on this?
And then get their ass tariffed. They're gonna be on the same page as we need them to be on. Come go interview them same people come next year and see how they talking.
Hey, what's his name? Anders. I'ma say his name wrong. Anders Vistisen. I mean, from Greenland, straight up told Trump to f off over that whole buy Greenland kind of to them nonsense. I think we got a clip about that too. He's saying, "Look, I'm gonna buy Greenland." They like no. Hey, I'm gonna tax you. They like no. I see what Greenland talking about.
It's a large island, but Greenland is home to only 57,000 people, many of whom will be talking about just one subject this week. Donald Trump, the US president-elect, refused to rule out using military force to take control of the island, describing it as critical to America's national security. Greenland's geographical position between the US, Europe, and Russia means it has huge value in terms of security. Our special correspondent, Fergal Keane, has more.
That's crazy.
It is one of the world's last wild frontiers.
A great spot
Glimpsed in the
for
short winter
military.
traveling into a place of pristine beauty that's suddenly been
beautiful.
overtaken by
Cold.
diplomatic crisis.
This place is so remote that it's hard to imagine it as the front line of a major geopolitical row. But up and down this fjord in isolated settlements across the island of Greenland, they're talking about Trump.
Those who live here know the strain of harsh weather and the demands of survival.
You need to be hardy for this every day.
But again and again I would hear, this is their land.
Welcome to farm.
Welcome to this wonderful place.
Yes.
And Guttimeric Hansen and his family hunt and raise sheep for a living.
What do you feel about Trump?
What the stupid human in the
Wow,
world
he called him a
like Trump.
stupid human.
There's worry here.
Working with Trump
The
is
new
working.
culture, Danish colonialism doesn't want any new power taking over. Kalirak Ringstead is a village pastor. This isn't an argument about owning Greenland, he says. It's about a people's culture and history.
In our opinion, it's wild and weird to hear him speak of our country as something that can just be bought. We don't view it as a purchasable land. We have been here for a long time. We are used to our ways of living.
I mean, but ain't that how every place gets conquered?
I mean,
It's like every time they're like, "Hey, we got enough for everybody." They're like, "Yeah, click, click."
his block's block his mind, right, kid?
His story,
Yeah.
isn't that how that happens every time? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Basically,
Anybody?
let's be real. Let's be real. They pissed at how genius Trump is because he actually sees that Greenland's not random, as other countries may have viewed it. I think Europe might have had their eye on Greenland, but Trump is really tapping into. He's had enough time to sit down after being cheated, losing the last election, and study geographically what's best in our interests. You see the untapped potential there, and I think Europe is like, damn, they wishing they would have saw it first because they could have easily. I mean, they not that far. They're a stone throw away from Greenland. But he like, you know what? Nah, we like Greenland. Greenland looks good. Now here's a lot of oil over there too. That drill baby drill thing he on right now. Look kind of good over there.
Yeah, I
Not a
mean,
good
just
idea.
it's at a pretty decent spot. Like you're between Russia, you're above Europe, you're right above the US, like kind of a very good place to be protected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we was playing Risk, that'd be a great position. You played the game Risk before?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Hold on,
It's
like
all
wait a
about
minute.
it's all about positioning with Risk. You know,
Is it the board game?
yeah, it's a
War
board
game.
game.
Kind of like
I used to
is it kind of
play
like
it a lot when I
Battleship?
was 5.
Nah, it ain't like Battleship. It's like
It's
playing with army men and Monopoly at the same time.
exactly. I learned how to play it when I was 5 and got addicted.
I've never heard of that before.
You know what? Hit that drip button, y'all. That's what I want to talk about. Drip on that button.
That
Make
was
sure y'all
crazy.
like, subscribe, hit that button.
Feel free to drip on it. Fellas, hit the button. Oh.
All right, because
My
otherwise
day
we gotta play our song. So otherwise that's what we gotta do. Y'all get our likes up, but we gotta go to the song.
Don't make me do it.
Oh,
I
don't
think
hold
they
it.
want you. I
You
think
with
they
a
want
good
you to
time,
do
huh?
it. They want you to do it. They want you to.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do
I ain't gonna do
it.
it.
Do it for the vibe.
I ain't gonna do it.
They want
I
you
ain't
to
gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
You know what I think about you? You ain't gonna do it.
Hey.
Yeah. You ain't gonna do it. I was trying to think of like a tech perspective on the Greenland thing, but like, not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know any.
Ain't nobody listening to you. Drip show.
I don't think there's any technological advances that I'm aware of that came out of Greenland. I'm also not well versed in Greenland, so maybe they are like a real innovative hub. But
It's cold and exposed. That's all we know.
I mean, what are they known?
Hear the music?
I can't
We heard
hear
the
nothing
music,
that you're
but
talking
our
about.
conversation.
I don't hear no
I
music.
You still on Greenland.
She was ridiculous. I just was playing, getting my likes up the whole time.
I don't even hear it.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I was rocking out with it.
I can't hear
But
it.
back to
Otherwise,
Greenland. I just like talking about Greenland. Now I want to buy Greenland. How much it costs? It's a nice big space.
Speaking of space,
hold on before that. But didn't somebody notice like my dude with the he had a very, we'll say, ethnic name, first name, but then like his last name was like Rarsgaard Ragensen.
I didn't peep that. Ryan Skarkinson.
Are you talking about the guy, not the pastor, the guy before the pastor?
Yeah.
Was he a
Like,
farmer? I think he was a farmer, right?
I think he said he was a pastor, but there's Smith up there. You know what I'm saying? That's the equivalent of Smith or Jenkins.
He over there building refrigerators.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but yeah. Actually, the next thing we can talk about is let's talk about the inauguration. So let's just go ahead and move that one out the way. Move him on. Here you go. Just take him as the gift of them throwing a baby or kicking a baby. Let's talk about the inauguration in the United States.
Babies. I'm confused.
It's a gift. You never seen the gift?
A gift that keeps on throwing babies?
No, the guy from Step Brothers, he smacked the baby.
Okay.
Was it, or did he punch a baby?
Mind.
But anyways,
That's
bring it
no
back
cause.
home to the.
Get back home.
Yes, I'm like
I'm out.
grabbing them by the coochie,
punching babies.
This is Trump's America. Why not?
Hey, we saving babies. We ain't punching babies.
Say nothing about punching them in the face.
We ain't doing none of that. We're in the era of common sense. Common sense says you can't just punch a baby.
Okay.
You can't punch the baby.
So we're gonna go ahead and go to the inauguration since we're gonna do all that. Let's see all people who would never do something to a baby who attended.
Look at his head.
What?
Elon Musk used Gillette.
His face, like I've never seen someone where they just look like a constant frown.
That was a Democratic frown. Yeah.
That was like Jay-Z in the Give It To Me video.
Yeah.
Him and the chicken and go, same face.
And like you came here without Michelle. Look at this guy.
Someone I didn't see in that was, there was a lot of people there. A lot of people with a lot of money. A lot of money was in the building.
Yes,
But someone that I didn't.
$90 trillion in that building. All kind of monopoly money was in there. All
Listen,
kind of.
a bomb, if God forbid ever went off in a building like that, that's damn near our 1%.
Yeah, all the Sonic coins was gonna be out that mother.
I didn't see though that is interesting in this space is Mike Pence. So I happened to see they might have some video of Mike Pence's experience at the inauguration. And I'd like to get your thoughts on what would you think if you were Mike Pence and this happened to you?
Are you asking me or are we cutting to the
Waiting for a video.
We can't keep cutting to every video. This is ridiculous.
What you
cannot
mean?
do
You
this.
want me to
No,
work in Trump's
you are
America?
not.
How
No,
dare you?
you are
You know
not.
I just came up my Biden stint. I wasn't doing nothing.
You got that shit,
I'm
right?
going on leave because I'm stressed out that you asked me to push the damn button. I'm done. How dare you tell me to click the link?
We're gonna get the button pushed on us if you keep going from video to video and not saying shit. It's not how this works. You have to transform the content, look at it, analyze it, and then put a story to it. That's what
Can
it
I
means.
get to
Yup,
it? This
the
is
way that
all
you-
about the inauguration.
Okay. Yes, it is, but you have to talk about it in some way.
Okay,
That's
fine.
what
Before we get into Mike Pence, let's talk about all these people. Cassius Pay, that's your name today. Cassius Pay. So let's get it. Okay.
Look, I'm trying to save your ass.
Don't
That's what I'm
save.
trying to
Don't
do.
save these broads. I'm good.
You leave payday loan alone.
Advance America.
First check a bitch purse. Anyways.
Payday loan.
No, but that
Buy
was
here,
a lot of
pay
money.
here.
A lot of money in that room. Michelle Obama wasn't in that room.
I was talking about like.
Oh no, I ain't getting into it. I'm just getting into the obvious people you thought you might have seen. You know what I mean? All the first ladies that should have been the first people in there, they were missing. Zuckerberg was in there chuckling, looking
Where
like
was his wife at? Was she in there?
She was there.
Asian.
She was just doing what a good wife of a billionaire should do. Just sitting down, chilling. Not trying. She shook hands, kissed babies, and sat her mass choir down. That's what she did. Now, I can't say that about our beloved CEO, Amazon's wife. She made sure everybody in the business seen her. She behaved.
He got divorced from his other wife.
Mm-hmm. And now I think he did marry her.
Good for her.
Got to look into that, but she was making sure everybody saw
Get
her.
money. Yes, there was a lot of people in there, but specifically, these are all people who have quite a bit of our information.
That part too.
Like,
it was the information superhighway.
Yeah, and they're all like, "Hey, you giving information? We doing? Let's do it all together."
Mm-hmm.
And they're all obviously donating to the same party who has control of the House and Senate, which means that more than likely legislation can happen in regards to their business, and they have your data. So yeah, especially y'all on Facebook, y'all be cutting up. If you think for 1 second that Mark Zuckerberg would not sell your stuff to Bezos, who will sell your stuff to who else is in the room? Apple, Cook. They're not all figuring out how they can be buddies. From a tech perspective, to me, my concern is that y'all over here worry about Project 2025. I'm worried about this massive profile of who I'm going to be and who they replace me with potentially. That's my concern. Because that's very real. They're all together, all putting a bunch of money. What'd you say? How many? How much? You thought, what's your name again? Cash advance. How much money? 9 trillion in.
It was $1 billion.
Thank you.
Everybody was fulfilled.
Thank you, payday.
All I know is the majority of the people in there know exactly how many polo shirts I bought last year. But we ain't gonna skip over Milan Raven finish him hat.
Just finish him, Kung Lao. Fight.
I loved it. She had that bucket low fuck it though. Look, Trump couldn't even kiss her. He was trying to kiss her. He couldn't even.
She's like, I love this hat.
She turned around and looked at him and said, "This hat is what Gavin Newsom is going for in California. It's Trump proof."
Wow.
She said, "Later, not on camera, not with my hat on."
I like it.
Her outfit was crazy.
I think it was a classy event. Like I said, a lot of money in the room. And I think that everybody should be probably concerned because there was a lot of money in the room. And
the Republican wives just looked better. Is it okay if I say that? Vance and all of their wives were gorgeous.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because I'm gonna get in
You look
trouble.
across the way, they were looking. Wives look kind of homely on the Democratic side. They didn't come through.
So, in theory, a Democratic wife would not be subjected to traditional standards. They would be allowed to wear, let's say, a pantsuit, whereas a traditional wife, you better come in that dress. So, if you're attracted to femininity in that way, then yeah, you would consider Republican wives to be probably more attractive.
Was Mike Pence's wife there? No, Obama wasn't the only one.
The real question was Mike Pence there because I didn't see him in those clips.
I don't know.
Play the video, Tenderfoot.
Okay, JG Wentworth, can you hit play?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Wow.
Several people here booing Mike Pence as he walks into the Capitol Rotunda. Of course, the former vice president of Donald Trump, when he became the 45th president of the United States. He did say he was going to be there in attendance at the inauguration, so there he was. But the crowd, I'm not pleased by that whatsoever. Several people here booing Mike Pence as
all I hear,
that's
all I hear is the WWE.
Donald Trump in his 45th term in office. Excuse me, he became the 45th president of the United States.
Turn around, Bob Newhart. He showed up. He getting booed. His suit baggy. This is terrible. It was a terrible night for Mike Pence.
Oh, well, it came out. He was the Miz when he turned villain.
Right.
Boo! Boo! It's The Rock, right?
I still don't understand why they booing him.
What do you mean? What do you? Can you please show her why? Please tell her why, sir. Why is he getting booed?
Getting booed because he's a turncoat. That's why. He should have rolled out. He should have rolled out, and he didn't. And he got replaced.
So y'all still mad about January?
We ain't mad. If you study how a lot of the Democrats work and just see how they roll with their party, you ever notice that they could do no wrong in the eyes of, I don't care what's going on. A Democrat could stab somebody. They'll say, well, what did he do to get stabbed? You be like, you're a politician. You're not supposed to be running around stabbing people. But I'm just saying, he's still human. He's still a person that got to protect themselves. But he was the aggressor. Well, what did he say to him? He just basically folded. He became a lawn chair just like the rest of the turncoats that went against Trump. And now he's ousted. And that's what happened. That's why he got booed, because he's a spineless jellyfish. If you so morally sound, why you ain't pray for Trump? I could have respected that, but you had to go and get on the Democrat train. Now look at you. You ain't got a bitch and you walking by yourself getting booed.
To cut off because he was like, hey.
Well, maybe he just didn't want to get the backlash that Nelly and Snoop kind of got because they showed up to perform and that didn't go too well for them. No shade here. Hot in Here is definitely a bop. But him
My
doing Hot in
grandmama
Here
loved that
for
song.
Donald Trump was a little surprised. I did hear his interview, so we could talk a little more about what he said in his interview. Gave a little context to that, but I was surprised. And Snoop too. So people mad at them.
Man.
I guess like they mad at.
But I'm in my mind, this is how I'm thinking. Why is a building that houses like law firms, insurance companies, what are they constructed for? To do what? Stand on business. That's what he should have did.
Talking about Pence.
I'm talking in general.
So we had moved on to Snoop and Nelly.
I'm saying what I'm saying because that's what Nelly did. Nelly stood on business. He said, "Hey, y'all mad at me, but y'all not mad at this, and this." I've lost all respect for Snoop. It's just over for Snoop. It's murder.
Snoop said, "We got a clip on."
He didn't keep his energy. That's the problem I had. But we can go into it. He didn't hold his energy because he talked big boy bull about Trump, and then now you at the inauguration DJing. Use a switch. Your pain is for sale. So let's get into it.
Like,
I think it really does beg the question whether the culture is starting to thaw to Donald Trump.
We definitely saw a lot of people, Sexy Red, others say, he sent me a check, so I'm good with him, the stimulus check. And I understand that there is that crew of people who are like, the stimmy check came, I like him now. Snoop and Nelly in particular are apolitical people and apolitical artists. You see Snoop with Martha Stewart, he's like, I fly over, I want everyone to like me. I think this is more about capitalism than politics. Somebody said, Snoop, it's the crypto ball. We got $250 for you or $150 for one night. Come do 10 songs, 6 songs, whatever. Yeah, I'm there, homie.
There are a lot of rappers who have sided with Donald Trump. He pardoned several of them. I mean,
who did he pardon?
These are not the intellectuals of hip hop. These are not the, except for Kanye. These are typically not political people at all. Like like I said, there's some.
He said, "Don't say I ain't ever do nothing for black people." That's what he did.
Gave us money, right? They're not.
I was reminded also. I mean, back in the '80s, Donald Trump was at the boxing matches. He was with Don King. He went into the 90s as the subject of rap songs. Gail, I know you're not a rap expert, but something happened in this election maybe where because of his victory, all the business people were like, you know what? Trump is no longer politically toxic. And some of these folks are making the exact same calculation on the music side as well.
They are doing exactly that. And it is an honor to be able to sing at an inauguration. It's an honor to be able to sing at one of the balls. It's an honor. I have a daughter who's a singer, and she was on American Idol, one of the finalists.
Yes, that's right. I remember that.
She was asked to sing at a convention, and she lost so many friends and fans because she agreed to sing.
Wow.
I just think it's time for entertainers to get out of politics and entertain.
Well, they're getting into politics.
Wow.
Yeah, she know what to shut up and dribble.
Keith, I mean, what
She said, "I
would
don't
you say?
care."
I mean, if
She
Snoop
stood
was
on
standing right
business.
here at this table, what would you tell him?
Well, I had a disagreement with Snoop, I think, a year or two ago. Something he endorsed Rick Caruso.
Did you tell him?
He was supporting Rick Caruso, for mayor of Los Angeles, who I disagree with. I stated that publicly as well. But, I think that these rappers are not the intellectuals in the community, as Teray was pointing out, but it's also a dishonor to the black community.
Yeah.
If you look at Donald Trump, the man who would refuse to rent to black people in the 1970s, who tried to lead a lynch mob against 5 black and brown kids in the 1980s for the Central Park case, who refused to allow black casino workers to have a prominent place in his casinos in Atlantic City in the 1990s, who spent 5.5 years lying about Barack Obama's birth certificate in the 2000s, who came into office and then attacked black people like Colin Kaepernick, who attacked Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss for simply doing their jobs as Fulton County election workers. You dishonor those people when you go and perform for this man who has done nothing but dishonor black people. And just last year, he was calling Haitian immigrants, accusing them of eating cats and dogs.
They're eating
This
the
is not
dogs.
somebody that black people should be associated with and pretending to normalize. We should be challenging him. And it dishonors the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birthday we honor on Monday to celebrate this man.
He laid that on thick. My homie laid it on thick.
Homies say that every show. Those are his talking points right there. Every time they bring up Trump, he goes into the file. And it's like, dude, that's cool, but why can't we give both sides of the coin? They never do that. It's always, this is the same guy that wouldn't rent to a Chinese woman in 1974. But the president that you was in love with was saying that he's not about to let his kids go to school with monkeys. 1994 crime bill. They never bring that stuff up. And that's what I'm talking about. Democrats stick together. That's why, we offer Pence, but I'm just saying that's why they stick. That's a prime example right there. They have nothing bad to say about nobody in their party. I like the way
push the whole I'll see on truancy to black people, put
all of
black moms in jail in
all of
California.
that.
But
The way how he slick called the rapper stupid too. I like how he slick said that. Did you catch that? Well, rappers aren't the most intelligent. They are poets. Those are
you actually are really smart. They have like really good grades, very smart. But hey, why would I not take a bag?
Kodak Black is a misunderstood genius. And it's going to be seen like that someday. Believe it or not, he is highly intelligent. He
A
just
lot of
presents
people are
himself
really
in the
good
most
at
ghettoest
feigning
way.
dumb. Says some people are really good at feigning dumb.
And he's an
it's-
addict. So, like, his
it's part of-
documentary is going to be very interesting. I pray he don't, he lives to get ahead of his addictions and things like that. But a lot of those rappers are smart. The Baby is fucking brilliant. Baby went to college. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne, come on.
A lot of people
wordplay.
they tell you, talk to me like I'm 5. Explain this to me like I'm 5 instead of trying to flower me with words, right? That's what a lot of your CEOs say, your VPs. Explain this to me like I'm 6 years old. And that's really how Donald Trump does well too. He's not talking over people, not trying to talk through people. He's trying to talk to people.
Right.
Because he could have rephrased they're eating the dogs and cats to something way more complicated. That would have been probably equally as.
That's a part of our heritage. So yes, dogs and cats and ducks and shit were getting eaten. That's what the people of the city was saying.
That's what people of the city say, but some Haitians there said they have no idea who they're talking about because they don't eat animals.
And that's
they don't eat domesticated animals.
That's fine. But
They
that
eat food
man
from the grocery store.
But this is my thing too. It comes to a point in time where you got to respect the office as well. So you're gonna spend 4 years bashing the person that's in that office. Nothing bad.
They did that last time. They
He's in
spent like
office?
they spent like they as in anybody who has a bunch of stuff to say about Donald Trump instead of just letting him do something and then actually assessing it. As soon as he came in office, they had like, oh, he's not gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Just let that man do what he gonna do and then either say you agree or disagree to it.
But this is why that White House will be Republican ran for the next 30 years because how tone deaf and how just silly a lot of these Democrats are.
I don't know if it's gonna be that long. I do think though, I think you heard it here. An independent is gonna actually have a decent shot.
It won't be a Democrat.
It won't be a Democrat. But
That's all I'm saying.
I do think that an independent will have a shot. I don't know about 2028, but 2032 for sure. Like I think that could because social media and the desire. We talked about this last episode. The desire for people to get information that's not just CNN and like all these other platforms.
I know anybody but a Democrat got a shot. That's what I do know.
Okay, but for real though, before we move on, you don't find it odd that you would see somebody like a traditional Republican out there dancing to Hot and Her? I'm just saying, like, just think about the stereotype Republican of what people think is, and they up there dancing. It's take off all my clothes. Like, could you really imagine?
Hip hop has been the #1 music genre for the last 15 years. Nothing shocks me anymore. You can't get away from hip hop. So the reason why hip hop is where it is because it's highly consumed by a lot of older politicians. They got young kids. Even Trump said, hey, if it wasn't for Barron, I wouldn't know nothing about podcasting. It might have been probably in the 90s. It'd have been real weird to find out that Dan Quayle was in the back room listening to NWA. But now, because how popular it is, it just looks weird. You probably, trying to catch the beat. Oh shit, it's hot in here. You know, it might look weird. I'm not gonna say they ain't listening.
Did you know that the Village People perform for Trump? Which I find interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the Village People are they homosexual or like some people? I don't know if all of them were
Well,
or
the
are or
song Wives
whatever.
Know that was about. They talked to young men the whole time.
I say young men.
About meeting young men.
Young men.
So you don't find it odd that they perform for Trump?
That's the thing.
Roll that clip. Roll that clip.
It's odd through the lens, a certain lens.
Okay, it was at a rally. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's good. You could just pause it right there. That's enough. That's the
people.
frame right there. Pause that. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Crotch shot. Okay. Boom. Right there.
Did she say that?
Boom.
Pause.
Right there.
Pause. Pause.
I'm a woman. I
No,
said
but
crotch shot.
I gotta stare at the steel. All's on steel.
We're
Anyways,
here. Donnie, we're here for you.
put it like this though. If
Donnie, they were singing Trump.
Yep, that's what it was. He was definitely saying
They
were singing the Trump right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like, we're here.
Auntie
that
said he was
right
singing.
there alone sounds like fake.
Can you mute the sound and hit play just a little longer because we gotta get. Yeah, let's go to that for a second. Yeah. Ooh, Donnie, we here. Go ahead, hit that play on that mute because there's something I want to show. Plain dang. Ooh, we get it with the slow mo. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, there he goes. There's a Trump dance for it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I wanted to see. He jigging with it too. Wait.
He did it already.
Come on, everybody. It's fun to stay at the.
Yes. Just hit him with it.
Dinner floss.
A dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. So you didn't see any risk with this though? Like, wasn't he technically taking a risk by even having them up there because, or maybe not? I don't know. Like, do you think that shows solidarity?
No, he's not taking a risk, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if anything, this just one more thing to show people that he is not what the media has created. He's a Nazi. He's against the LGBTQ community, and he hates gays and all that.
Oh wait, that was saucy. Oh wait, I'm gonna steal that. You got anything else? You think so? I mean, he had already won at that point.
I'll be honest with you. A lot of gay people love Trump, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they think that the Democrats has gone way too far with the LGBTQ situation and trying to, force certain things onto, cis women and all this like that. They like, it's ridiculous.
Can we just talk about the fact that I gotta have extra words and letters in front of me? I'm a woman. I don't know why I need to be identified as like, hey, this is a woman. Like, come on, why?
Yeah,
that's weird.
She's cis.
Just maybe I say vaginal woman, something like that. Like, why? It's just,
and that's why, just like that explained to me like I'm a 6-year-old whole thing. That's why he said, I'm going to have 2 genders. We're going to reduce the paperwork. You ain't got to mark X on your passport anymore. You can say, I'm a man. I'm a woman. That's it.
So just pick what you about to be.
I'm non-binary. I identify as oxygen. Like, no, we're not going for that no more. You got to pick a side and stay on it, brother or sister.
Identified as a billionaire.
That's wild. Good luck getting along. Speaking of wild, we're going to go into the wild card segment. Specifically, let's start with Mexico. The Mexican president trolled the US like, hey, build the wall, sure, we'll send you the bill. I'm confused on Mexico before we even get into the video because I'm not sure if they are being funny about it or serious? I can't really pick up the tone on that. But yeah, we could get to the video.
Obviamente, el Golfo de México es reconocido el nombre por Naciones Unidas, un organismo de Naciones Unidas, pero el siguiente, ¿por qué no le llamamos América Mexicana? Se oye bonito, ¿no?
So they said they're gonna call it Mexico America because before California was there, Tijuana and was a big part of where.
And you want to call it the Gulf of America.
California. No, that's what she's saying. That we're gonna call that part Mexico.
Yeah.
Doing what they do.
Get your ass tariffed. Keep playing around and get tariffed. You know, they can go head on with the theater and they called it the Gulf of Tijuana. Get your ass tariffed. Don't play with Donnie. Stop playing with Donnie. We need people like us so you can point your finger and say, that's my trade partner. You better relax.
I just don't understand if she's joking or she's mad about it. I don't really understand the sense of humor on that. So, Odd Squad, that's our subscribers. Leave us a comment and let me know. Do you think she was joking or she's serious? Probably like a culture barrier on my side, not understanding the difference. So, if you could drop us a comment and let me know your thoughts and why. Yeah, and take a sip.
Yeah, my Spanish drippers. You guys know the connotations of how she said it. Maybe you guys can explain that to us. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Because we're Americans, it's not necessarily everybody who is in Odd Squad or that watch that show is, but what do Americans think about this and about Trump in general? I think there's been mixed reactions all around. People are like, who voted for this? Others are already prepping for 2028 as Make America Chill Again hats. So let's see what some Americans think.
To support my president, who's going to make America great again. Yes. And he's going to bring grocery prices down because we can't afford to eat. Trump will make a difference. The last 4 years have been hell, not only for me, but for very many more.
Came from Michigan. I'm here to support Donald Trump. Supported him for the past 12 years. I just came here for a party. I was kind of disappointed by the fact that I got moved indoors. But you know what? This is still historic. So I might as well be able to do this as legacy to tell my descendants, hey, I was there.
I'm interested to see the new administration bring about some changes. I'm not sure how much that is really good or bad, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm super excited. I think he's going to make a change. I think everything's going to be okay.
Came from New York, made it here. Once in a lifetime event, you know, seeing a bridge going up or something.
My travels with the snow and everything was very challenging. I got from Jersey to Princeton, met with my uncle, and from there we came here. We're here to support Trump. I'm a big supporter and very happy, my family, that Trump won. So
I'm so sick and tired of the political nonsense and hatred of my fellow Americans. I go to concerts, metal shows, and the mosh pits. Nobody cares about politics. Nobody cares about Democrat or Republican. We're just there to have a good time and smash. Donald Trump needs to unite us now.
Donald Trump means business. I came here to support.
Straight pause. We just there to have a good time and smash.
Not going to that show, but okay.
Baby oil. He was like, yeah, I like to go to the mosh pits.
He takes his shirt off and get ready.
I couldn't tell if he just had just the hair in the back or if he had a lot of hair. I kind of wanted to see. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to see the whole thing.
You couldn't see the whole thing. The whole thing. Wow.
Hot too.
Wow. Hot too on that. Oh, forget.
Yeah, you pause.
I will say this. That's the thing. Trump has so many silent people. They don't need to scream to the heavens that they voted for him. They're giving that quiet head nod. They don't have to yell it to the heavens. Meanwhile, people that support Trump are like, he's doing everything we need him to do. They ain't on Facebook, no social media. They in their house
jet skis.
chilling. They sitting somewhere high, relaxing. One of them probably got their leg up right now, behind a Democrat. They don't know what their political views are. They're here for a good time, not a long time. But their views are their views.
See you.
I
Pause.
see you.
Not their leg up.
Having a good time. Did you see me when I put my leg up?
It's CB for with sissy. That's all I was thinking when you said that. Put their leg
I'm
Right.
gonna get me some.
The way she could put her leg up is crazy.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, for that one.
Yeah.
He
Man.
was on that bike riding, getting ready for it.
He wrote that too. That was hilarious.
Did it?
A lot of stuff you saw him do and say, he wrote.
Speaking of being on bikes, exercise. Here we go. Some more Americans. How do they feel?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched the inauguration, even on TV. You know, I've heard it's a big event.
How do you feel about the inauguration?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched the inauguration, even on TV. You know, I've heard it's a big event. I heard it's going to be thousands of people here, so they've already got a lot of stuff set up. Hopefully, everything goes down smoothly and safely, and nothing crazy happens. So.
There's a deep sense of dread. My partner and I are going to Baltimore to the aquarium just so we can forget about everything that's going on right now.
I think it'll be a transition.
Quick.
New
When somebody says partner, what do y'all think?
How do you feel about the inauguration?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched.
I think when a female says partner, I'm pretty sure they share paths.
That I really didn't think you were gonna say that because
Hey
I
partner, are you on yours? Because I just got off mine. Am I wrong to think that?
that's not where I was gonna go with that. Is story time. non-pad sharing story time.
Have a pause, please.
I have a friend
Pause, please.
who why are you pausing on me?
Can we have a pause, please?
I have a friend who was describing like she was in a new relationship. She's like, oh yeah, we're talking about buying a house, my partner and I, so I was like, ooh, is this a scissor situation? But then I'm like, let's a little farther. She's describing, and they were talking about buying 50-50 on a house, her and a dude, and it's her partner. Now I'll give another story.
Yeah, the
where
puppy, the turtleneck.
I met a
It's a red wine.
business owner, and I went to the business, and she happened to open it a little bit earlier because I'm special. The guy was cleaning, and he told me, "You must be really special because she's opened this bad boy early, had us here early for you. So it's nice to meet you." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." So I get there and I'm talking to her, and she's like, it's really nice to have somebody who's a partner in life as well as a partner in business. We don't do that. We don't do that. Like, this is 2 times where it was a
binary.
It was a hetero relationship in both situations. That's why I ain't go there because first I went there and then I was like, "Ooh, I'm wrong."
Kathy and Lacey ain't your damn partner.
She said partner in business and partner in life. Standing there, but he was standing there. And he ain't correct her.
All right. What I got on my face?
I hope it was coochie.
What is this?
He didn't correct
What is all
her.
of this? But what is all of this? What do I have?
Are you saying men with beards are not like men without
What are
beards
the
are
follicles that make up the facials?
and men with beards are not masculine?
Ah, that's it.
Men without beards are not masculine?
No, I'm saying she's his beard.
Both of them?
How many beards does one man have?
There's 2 separate situations.
Two
One
beards
was someone
for
who
the price of
was a
one?
business, and she talked about a partner. The other one was
A
one of my
business beard.
friends, and she said her and her partner were looking into buying a house, and I thought it was this, and then found out it was actually a dude. To be fair, she was paying for everything for the dude, so maybe that's why it's a partner. Couldn't be me, but hey.
Yeah, me and my partner.
I guess he couldn't say nothing because she paying. She would have just like, give me my mozzarella sticks back.
This me. Yeah, we about to play spades. That's the only time I'm your partner. What are you talking about? I'm your man.
You about to go eat that cheeseburger? She be like, you ain't my partner.
We teammates, and you better know what books you got. Shoot,
I'm sure it's gonna be. If it's me,
it's all
it's
possible,
always a 2 and a possible for me.
Bottom line is, we ain't playing that partnership. Ain't no partners over here. If we partners, I'm about to come off the top turnbuckle like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat on your ass. So when it's done, I'm gonna be daddy. I was a partner when we started. Shit.
Have y'all heard people call Trump daddy? Have y'all heard?
I've heard people reference him in the
Y'all don't
sense
call
of
y'all don't do that. Y'all don't be like, oh, daddy back home, daddy home,
people have said that, yeah, daddy's
daddy
back home, so
home,
the kids are behaving right, but they don't say it in that manner.
daddy home.
Yeah, daddy home. No, I ain't.
Wow. I'm gonna take a sip off that one.
I've heard people. It was like on TV. Someone was like, "Oh, I'm so glad Daddy's back in the White House."
And they were
Barron who said this. It was a grown man. At least that's what he's
I know
saying.
Byron Donald said it. Like daddy's back, so now everybody's behaving. But he said it facetiously.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't saying it like, daddy's home. Everything's gonna be right with the world. He was basically saying when dad's away, the kids will play. Now that daddy's back, everybody's behaving.
So he's calling him, but he is then calling him daddy. Would you call him daddy?
I'm not calling him nothing but President Trump.
Trying to catch you.
Brother.
You gonna let her do you like that?
No, I don't get caught.
That's what he get for talking about that ointment. That's what you
I don't
get.
catch or pitch. Are we back on?
I forgot you ain't your daddy.
I ain't forgot either. I ain't forgot either. Owl 6. You want to go?
You know, curfew daddy go call. You better have your ass in your bed.
Listen, you just make sure you got your booty gel ready for the next time your situation before you audition for the Itchy and Scratchy show again.
Daddy got you paying rent. It's okay. Oh my gosh. You were over there singing that Usher song, Daddy's
Is that
Home.
Itchy Jimmy?
He's singing the Usher Daddy's Home. It's all good. No, but that's wild. I think I don't know if it was just Byron. I think it was somebody else too, though.
Other people have said daddy.
Can we all agree that's weird?
I'm saying that's
no, but also to call another grown man daddy.
I'm not calling another grown man daddy.
I don't think I even call my
dog.
daddy daddy.
Oh shit, OG back.
I called him dad or father.
Back in the house. Welcome back.
You know what? You're right. I don't think I've heard my brothers call my dad daddy since they were like 7.
Like months.
They've been 7 years old or something. So you're right.
Age, you say dad. I'm not like daddy. I'm not doing that. I've heard people who prefer a different type of pornography say it in a different way than I was.
Moving back to
speaking of pornography, look at his mustache.
Yeah, that stash is crazy.
It's a deep sense of dread. My partner
here
and
she
I are going
goes.
to Baltimore to the aquarium just to forget about everything that's going on right now.
You think is this?
Looking forward to.
Is that okay?
It's no secret that our incoming president is very unpredictable. I guess we'll see.
Whatever it has in store for us, the benefits of the country to go with for everybody, not just for one side or the other.
I think for President Trump, he would do well to listen to people who are good Americans and follow their advice.
What's the message that you would give to the American people?
Stay hopeful. Believe in God.
Stick together to remember the importance of solidarity and for us to maybe see a change in the midterms in 2026.
What about the next 4 years?
The next 4 years, I'm gonna keep running, keep saying what's up to Abe. Minute mile.
How do you feel about the inauguration?
Keep running. Keep saying what's up to Abe. Adrian!
So you think she's...
We're going back to that.
No, I was off that.
Why are we going back to that?
Looking at her, she's probably one of those people that got that guy at home.
Okay, so like my friend. Okay.
Probably wearing an Argyle sweater, sitting on the couch with a smoking tobacco pipe. Honey, what are you doing home so early? I haven't prepared dinner yet.
Then when he sit down, his knees touch.
Yeah.
And then the older man told us to pray. That didn't make me feel no better. It's not that, but the way in which he said it was almost like, hold on tight and pray for everything to be all right. It's like, well, you don't have to say
he
that.
felt safer with Biden.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That was interesting. I wasn't ready for that.
You felt safe.
Who called me?
Right.
Why she do that then? Her camera cut off. So
she went to sleep. she really got into character, didn't she?
I guess we about to have another music break.
The same thing happened last week.
Exactly.
Wake up to a rhythm, our daily drip show, ready to ignite. Say, get my likes up, no time to stop. Get my likes up, all the way to the top. Say, get my likes up, feel the groove. Get my likes up, make it smooth.
We vibing. We vibing. We vibing.
Show me a world where laughter's free. Every note is a key to harmony. Shake those hips like a sweet melody.
I need to show him some stupid dope moves. There you go. Get him.
Feel the groove. Get my likes up. Make it smooth. Lonely days gonna fade away. In this show we find our way. Raise your hands, let's start to sway. Our daily drip show here to stay.
Here to stay.
Okay, I'm tired. Any word?
Yeah, she making it better.
Step by step we conquer the sky. With every light we touch the high.
She's like, my stuff was at 70%. Plug your stuff in. What kind of I need all my ports.
Yeah, I'm all plugged in.
Get my likes up. Get my likes up. Get my likes up. I give you something else since you falling asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Show some love, let it flow. Thumbs up high, ready, set, go. Hit that button, hit it now. Show some love, make it fly. Hit that fine, make it loud. Till we hit the roof, all proud. Daily trip, the groove so slick. Got my eyes on that thumbs up click. Oh yeah. We ain't stopping until it stick. Let's get this party rolling quick. Ain't no stopping. Oh no. Can't slow down. Till those thumbs are all around. Come on now. Keep it moving. Feel the sound. Hit that button. Bring it now. Hit that button, hit it now. Show some love, make it loud. Keep that fun, make it loud. Till we hit the roof, all proud. Thumbs are ticking, lights ain't flicking. The daily drip show I'm fixing. Thumbs up high like it's sticking. Let's get this groove back to kicking.
Yeah,
All
right.
So I officially got
You 2 for 2 on all.
I'm just
all
trying
of
to let
this.
them get a bit of that soundtrack.
I see. You about to get up on all of this.
Pause. Okay, well, we can go ahead and skip past the rest of his describing. He goes over there like, yeah, well, this is fire.
He look like he out of a Mortal Kombat.
I'm
He
too
got to the end and
tired.
got his ass whooped. How was he looking? He was looking like, show how he was looking. Friendship. Friendship.
Yeah. Okay. So where did it go?
Not at all.
Oh.
He's an old, withered up liar, felon, criminal. Eventually, all of this will come to an end because guess what? He's not living forever. And he's looking pretty sad. So
Damn.
we're expecting that there'll be another presidential funeral from his own demise sometime soon.
Well, God, dang.
That scared you, didn't it?
It shocked me. So are you hoping for that, or?
We don't ever hope for people to, but when there's someone who carries such an evil message, it's like, enough, we're done. Go to the retirement home, have a critical event, do something.
Are you denying that?
In the election? I'm saying the same thing that his people are saying about Biden in 20. Did he win the election? I'm not sure.
What makes you suspicious of his election?
The backers he has. And who is that? Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. So did he win the election?
Do you think that we're living in Trump's America?
Oh, absolutely. And we will keep living in Trump's America and Elon Musk's America.
So do you feel like this is Trump's America now?
Oh, no. Do I feel like it's Trump's America? Oh, hell no. Not at all. Not at all. We have this popular vote thing and this electoral college thing. If we're simply talking about a vote, right? I mean, we all had middle school where we had votes, right, for like class president. And it was like some stupid popular kid who would be voted in. We learned early that this happens, didn't we? I'd like to have a thoughtful debate. I'm very saddened and I'm kind of sick about it. This happens a lot.
Why are you here today?
I'm fighting for our democracy. I'm very worried about authoritarianism and the tech bro billionaires taking over our government.
We can just stop this segment from this.
Speaking of taking over government, bam.
She just wished.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a way to go from a tech perspective on this, and I'm struggling because she just said he's gonna die sometime. When he does, it is what it is. The other one said that it's the popular kid and not necessarily the person who deserved the job like we did when we were kids, because people just liked the person and not that they were going to do anything. And the last chick said that she's worried about the tech bros taking over.
You feel about people saying they hope Trump has an event?
She said an event.
People are sick, man. And that goes right along with what I've been talking about. The difference in parties. You got one party that's a party of common sense, chill, relax. The other one is, if you don't think the way I think, I want you to die. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? But you heard it out of the horse's mouth. I hope he has an event. Like, that's the craziest thing. And then you're on camera saying this. You been home quietly and not said nothing. She was on camera saying this.
Nasty work. Nasty work. Okay, I do have something from a tech perspective. Ma'am, if anything ever happens to President Trump and you are anywhere in the vicinity, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, that's you. That's all I got, because they got your phone ping. They got you on your whole face, voice. It's you talking to an actual real other human. Just going to jail.
I mean, it's like when they was talking about Luigi or whatever. Like, homeboy, it's just ridiculous. You know, people was putting batteries in that cat's back. Like,
man,
oh man, Assassin's Creed, you know, that kind of shit. That's ridiculous. All right.
That's all I got on that. The last part I have is the CBD app. Long story short, we ain't even got to roll the clip on that.
It's 36 seconds.
Go ahead, roll that clip then, Cassius Pace.
What? Okay.
They don't even know what that is. Gen Z don't know what that is.
They gonna find out.
Don't you not like Swiss Beats?
I hate Swiss Beats. You know that.
He definitely made that beat.
Yeah, he just put his elbows on the keys and went with it.
He went.
One of the shelters where migrants with canceled CVP-1 appointments were brought by the Mexican authorities. Here they receive food, a bed to sleep, and most importantly, a safe place to stay in this border town of Ciudad Juarez. Many migrant spirits were crushed after they discovered that the CVP-1 app was canceled. The dreams of thousands of migrants are now stuck on the U.S.-Mexico border.
Damn, that look
And
like
many
Squid
migrants said
Games.
that they might try
It does.
other ways to get to their final destination in the U.S.
Red light.
That look exactly like Squid Games right there.
Right.
I mean, you should have got there faster, Playboy. You should took them. You was going like this. You should have went like this.
He going
That,
like
you know,
that.
because your app, as soon as he said it was the button.
Yeah, they waited right until as soon as
It's
the
like, what's the
trumpets
first
played.
one? So yeah, he was going like this, thinking you had time, and you should have been like that. That's your
had
feet,
somebody
by the way.
typing
That
in
should have been your
shorthand.
feet.
I remember I saw somebody with that Android that was just like swishing around on the phone. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm typing. No, you're not. You are doing cursive and paint. You're not typing
Right.
at all. Like,
But-
you know, messed up the game. Quarter keys is done. They over there swishing. It's ridiculous. And then they had the nerve to put that on the iPhone.
What do you think about it from being a risk perspective, Dame? Do you think that their risk, like getting so close to you knew an election was coming, right? The election is the same time every year. The inauguration, same time.
I ain't never seen it on Martin Luther King.
He made a statement with that one, didn't he?
I'm just saying, like, you knew you should have been here before the first of the year to make sure you was good.
They thought they had to the 15th.
And stamps, same.
I ain't got my re-up on the 15th.
Rent is due. No, he's late.
Rent is
Look at you eating crackers at the border.
ramen noodles and pickles.
Ain't no noodles. They ain't nowhere for to warm it up. You just eat the pickles. If you're lucky. Eating like you at Fulton County Jail. Like, yeah, that's my thing. From an app perspective, what if the technology would have died January 1st? Your goal should have been, I need to be here by January 1st. Or I ain't coming. You might as well go pick up one of the 4 jobs in Mexico and call it a day.
Right.
That's where I'm at with it.
Now found the Mexican and filmed him. Created a documentary out of it.
It's like following around. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now? You can't even assume it's gonna be that accent because they could be coming wherever.
That's what I'm saying. Every chapter it'd be I focus on a different, fence jumper.
Over there trying to squeeze through that fence thing, trying to shimmy through.
Man, so it was a whole hole in that fence. They was like, man, let's go there. 50,000 ran through that hole. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they were gonna be doing that with Tom Homan. You're gonna be trying to go through that hole.
It's like you and your whole family can go.
Wrong.
It doesn't make me a difference. You or you and your family.
My child was
Little
born
Poochie
here.
and Doochie.
They can leave. They can leave with you.
As their guardian, take your baby with you.
Yeah. Breastfeed them as you leave. How about that? Try some new shit.
Oh man, I just seen on the news today they're going and getting criminals, right? And like it's cats that's like just sitting there. Like they said, more than likely there's somebody else that's there that's also an illegal immigrant. However, whether like they not gonna just leave them. They like, oh yeah, I know you ain't do no crimes, but shoot, you coming too.
So if you ain't got no papers, you out.
Exactly.
You can't drive. You can't walk around without a state ID. No papers, no nothing. You was shipped here. I thought this was France. No, it's not.
Cash is pay. You got anything to take us on out of here so we can wrap this up?
My thoughts is that it's been a very long week for people who didn't exactly care for the outcome of the election. However, we need to all come together and root for America. I think that's the main thing out of all of this.
Like how Elon rooted with the arm in, arm out thing.
That's some more other stuff.
Then he turned, instead of him doing the Temptations, to you.
Yeah, he was up too high in the stands. He had to spread the love up high.
He could have frisbeed it.
He could have threw it or something. Yeah.
No way, he probably would have messed up. You know,
he was trying to shot put, y'all. That's what he was trying to
hit
do.
it with the. He hit it with the.
He hit it with the he and not the high.
I think he hit it with the hell.
The hell.
Can I get back to my point?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long 4 years, man. Whew.
It's not, because Trump's going to be on TV every day. This is going to fly by.
This is going to fly by.
Can't say that. Wait for that to come back.
He said, Barron said, I can't say bigly anymore.
He trying to keep his daddy cool.
Right.
Yeah. So that is serious.
Every yearbook picture, he was like this.
Take these pictures again. I take them because Melania make me.
Oh man, homeboy looked like he was weirded out, but when he had to sit next to Elon during the inauguration, he looked like he wasn't on it.
They both touched.
You did not use that. You did not use that on the show. We gotta take that out. No, we can't say touched. It's gonna be all kind of touch. It's gonna be all kind of.
Okay.
You know
they both look like they play for the same tribe.
No.
Oh.
Mentally.
This motherfucker sleep.
They both geniuses without personalities in the face. One of them can actually seem extremely happy, but even when he's saying something serious, he look extremely happy. He'd be like, they all kiss my ass. Apparently. Fuck him. You be looking like a serial killer almost. Just ice cold.
He's just too big to be looking like that. That's what makes it scary.
That's the other part. He walked over to Biden and said, pardon me, bitch. And walked away. And he knew what that meant. Melina, like, what you say? I told him, pardon me. He knew what that meant. Ain't no damn pardon. I'm too tall to act small.
Oh, man.
It's like one of the Klitschko brothers. He tall as hell.
Super tall.
This is scary tall.
He's standing over there like, you ranged.
Hey, he should have been hooping somewhere. He's supposed to be hooping somewhere.
Should have been talking about some.
What the?
Now, can you just imagine, though, if he would have been playing basketball? That's it for us, folks. Thanks for tuning in to our Daily Drip Show. Hit that like button. Share with your crew. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all tune in. We out.
Peace.
We vibing first. That's what's going on first. That's right.
I was about to be over that song. I missed it. Oh, got the little mo coming through. No, I was wrong.
Oh, no, you muted. Yeah. I'm vibing. Playing Dame is sleep. He's like, yeah, king size. Bed. Yeah, we vibing. Take that. Good boy. Good boy records. What you mean? Put the pizza boxes in the recycling cans.
Why are you still talking?
It's the only time I get to vibe out. Yeah.
In the storm we find
We take that. We vibing.
Every drop a mapping guide through the chaos far and wide. Daily trip we overflow, pouring truths that make us glow.
Vibe out. Vibe out with it.
Rhythm, heavy bass.
Yeah.
Feel the beat, it's our embrace.
Why you throwing up gang signs?
That's ASO for my sign language peeps. Y'all know what I said.
Bye.
Fashion on point, got the gold wrist glisten, turning heads everywhere they all listen. Welcome to our trip show, where the good times always flow. Like and subscribe, you know. Join us here, don't be slow.